It's time to look towards the week ahead. I'm joined by Anders Eklof, Chief FX Strategist at Swedbank, to talk about his predictions for the coming week. Anders, thanks for joining me today. Greek politicians still haven't reached an agreement on austerity measures needed to secure the bailout programme. What effect do you see this having on the week ahead?
Obviously, it's increasing the uncertainty in FX markets, and we have been trading for a while on some perception that we are in a recovery and that we have a safety net, i.e. the risks has been lowered in general in the market, but now people are starting to be frustrated again and see quite big event risks in the nearby future.
Do you expect to see significant changes in the risk sentiment in the near future?
I think that we are on much more stable ground now, and I still think that there will be buyers on dips in risk assets, and that including some FX or some currencies like the Aussie, as we now have these long-term loans from the ECB, and we have less risk in the interbanking system. That said, of course, in the very near future, this Greece event risk can create some further volatility on the downside, but I still believe that it should be bought into.
Are there any events in the coming week that you'll be keeping a close eye on?
Yeah, of course, we have a Swedish central bank, which we focus a lot on. They have their interest rate meeting, and we also have Norges Bank, that is next week. And that is, of course, on the marginal for the major markets and so on, but it's very interesting to see how they communicate. And we think that there's a close call for the Riksbank to cut rates, but anyway, we believe that they can see some possible stability going forward here, which means that they are not going to be in a cutting rates trend, which the market expects. So you see that it could be on the margin supportive for the Swedish krona. Same story goes actually for the Norwegian krona. We expect the Norges Bank to be on hold here, just wait and see stance.
Do you think this will affect the major currency pairs?
I don't think that the Swedish markets will have any effect of the Nordic markets on this. Perhaps if we are in for some volatility next week, I mean, both the Swedish krona and Norwegian krona has sometimes been bought when we have a little bit turbulence, because I mean they are seen not as risk-free assets, but still there's like AAA sovereign credit rating. So it's a little bit possible that some people will buy the Swedish krona against the euro on that fact.
Are there any currency pairs which you expect to be particularly bullish in the next week?
It's very much depending on what we are going to see over the week and on Monday from the Greek Parliament, of course. If they will vote against, which we don't believe, which is not supposed to be expected, of course, if they vote against any this austerity package, then we will see euro-dollar going deep down and euro-yen go deep down. But that's not our main call. But we expect some volatility around these events, and how we end up the week, I think it's more or less on sideways in euro-dollar if we get some positive statement from the Greek Parliament, I guess. And then I think that the Aussie will be bought back a bit.
Thank you, Anders. An interesting outlook on the week ahead. Make sure you check back in with Dukascopy TV for more news and exclusive interviews. Goodbye for now.